Every morning of each day, I wake up, I get out of bed. I walk into the kitchen. I wash my hands. Maybe I'm thirsty, so I get a glass of water. Pour the glass, and what comes out is drinkable. I may take fresh running water for granted, but water is a commodity that not everyone has. In other countries that live in poverty, water is not so easily drunk, bathed in, or even accessed for that matter. Water can mean the difference between life and death for so many people. I mean so many people that if population growth and water accessibility continues at its current rate, then by 2030, about 30% of the world's population will be living in what is defined as water scarcity. Water scarcity is constituted by an inaccessibility to clean water and a severe lacking of drinkable water. For a more realistic and practical example of water scarcity, I reference Paul Hicks, who is a water resource specialist in Central America for Catholic Relief Services.
This is a shot from last month in a small community in central El Salvador, a coffee growing area, where these two girls, they walked 10 minutes to fetch water from a water source and bring it home. This is their reality. They do this multiple times a day, and this task is one reason that they're not in school on a Tuesday morning.
Let us take a look into the case of one town that has struggled and is struggling with water accessibility, El Tunco of El Salvador. Because of the tourism industry that has graced El Tunco is now developing and getting out of poverty as a small town. There's one problem. The problem is that the same hotels that are attracting tourists are also creating massive amounts of waste, which they are dumping in the El Tunco River. The people who used to bathe in the El Tunco River and boil their water from the El Tunco River now are faced with water inaccessibility. As Pope John Paul II puts it, water is essential to life, and to deny one access to water in however way is a denial of a natural right. But the future of the people in El Salvador, in El Tunco, and all over Central America is not bereft of hope. In fact, there are things that we can do to help these people. We live in an age of social media. One can take to social media to help this problem by raising awareness, simply by following a few accounts of these institutions that are helping out other people living in poverty. Further, you are so touched by the cause of these institutions and the problem that is occurring in the world, then take it a step further and donate. These institutions need money to do the good work that they do. In Catholic social teaching, it is stressed that principles are important, but if they do not serve as the catalysts for actions, then they inevitably mean nothing.